Tony McGill speaks out for the first time about the kisses between his wife and Sam Heughan. Tony McGill had never cared about tabloid gossip. He was an ordinary man, living a simple life with his 2 daughters in a small house in the Seattle suburbs. His wife, Clara, was a freelance fashion designer who traveled frequently for projects in many places. Tony had always trusted her completely, and there had never been any suspicion between them. Until one afternoon in June, Tony received a strange text message from an old friend. "Do you know who your wife was photographed kissing by the paparazzi? Just look at his face, it was just a little too close to Tony." Tony felt a pang in his heart. He opened the link his friend had sent him. It was an unverified social media post, with a few blurry photos of Clara leaning very close to a brown-haired man who looked vaguely like Sam Heughan, the famous actor from the series Outlander. The post was accompanied by a stern caption: "This is the golden age. Clara McGill is infatuated with Sam Heughan." The audience witnessed their first kiss backstage at a charity event in Edinburgh. Tony sneered, "Is my wife going to be mad?" But he still let it be, not reacting immediately. Doubt and silence. The following week, the news piled up even more. A few bloggers who specialized in following showbiz competed to enlarge the blurry photos, analyze the angles of the collar, the fingers, the intimate gestures. Every night when Tony lay down on the mattress, the notification, "Breaking, Sam Heughan, Clara McGill lips," would pop up on his phone. He felt tired, but every time he called Clara, she just smiled lightly. "Don't worry, Clara was just standing and talking to Sam, nothing happened." Clara also confirmed that the image was edited, implying the action of covering her face and turning her head, causing the face to resemble someone else, the blogger and reporter, to be mistaken. Tony believed and let go. But there was still a lingering doubt in her heart. Even though Clara had done many foolish things in the past, but with an A-list star like Sam. Unthinkable. Frustration and change. One night, while Clara was attending a charity event in London, she sent Tony a short video secretly taken of her and Sam Heughan standing and chatting politely at the cocktail table. Clara smiled and said, "Look, can you see clearly?" He looked closely and saw that the two were indeed chatting, their eyes were polite, and there was no action that crossed the line. The video stopped at the moment when they laughed together happily. The light was low, the noise was easily confused. Tony breathed a sigh of relief, but then some foreign fan pages continued to produce exclusives. Fans were extremely shocked to discover Sam Heughan suddenly kissing Tony McGill's wife backstage at a charity fundraiser. With a reconstructed photo, they used AI, polished the background to look like Edinburgh, added a passionate kiss. This article spread strongly through Instagram, Twitter, Weibo. Tony understood, the rumors had gotten out of control. The next morning, he dared to call Clara. For the first time since his wife left for work, he decided, "You have to say it once, publicly. Did you kiss that guy? Do you love me? What are you trying to hide from me?" Clara was quiet, her eyes stinging. "Tony, don't force me. I've loved you for a decade now. Sam is just someone I talked to for a few short minutes." Clara burst into tears, asking him to wait until she returned to talk directly. Clara returns, facing reality. 10 days later, Clara returns home. They sit across from each other at the dining table, 2 steaming cups of tea. Clara details the event. Sam Heughan came to Edinburgh to be a guest at a charity auction. "He was polite, friendly, but he never touched me at all. I stood next to him while everyone took pictures, because no one bothered to talk about fashion. I met Sam when I was a film fan, but it was just polite conversation." Clara turns on another video, a clearer version, shot in the backstage waiting room. She and Sam stand a meter apart, chatting happily. Tony speaks first. "I believe you, but with the rumors and Photoshop images all over social media, what do you think?" Clara frowned. They were AI spliced. I just discovered that part of the photo is Sam Heughan's face superimposed on someone else, with lips glued to the mouth of a strange woman. I've reported it to the platforms to have those posts taken down. Tony puffed on his cigarette, thinking. The room was silent, except for the ticking of the clock. He said softly, I want you to post something on social media now. I'm not saying you have to defend me, but you need to say it once, officially. What do you suggest? Clara nodded. She texted Tony the draft. I, Clara McGill, hereby declare that the rumors about Sam Heughan and I kissing or having a relationship beyond politeness are completely false. Any photos that have been circulated are the product of AI technology. My husband, Tony, and I have had a thorough discussion since I returned from Edinburgh. I would like to thank everyone who has supported me and apologize to anyone who felt offended. Thank you. Tony read and nodded. They both posted the status on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Attached was a video taken by Clara. The clip clearly showed the interaction with Sam lasting only about 20 seconds, without any hugging or kissing. When the post was shared by thousands of people, hundreds of foreign media accounts posted the article, Clara McGill denies rumors of kissing Sam Heughan, with clear video. Tony speaks out for the first time. After 48 hours of silence, Tony decided to appear. He wrote a long, Instagram note-style post to the community, speaking directly from the husband's perspective. Hello everyone, this is Tony McGill, Clara's husband. I don't want our family's privacy to become a public spectacle. However, after a series of rumors, Photoshop photos, and posts that have seriously violated the image of my wife, the person I love more than anything, I feel the need to speak up on her behalf. I have never doubted Clara. But the viral size of the rumor, the Photoshop photos using AI technology, made many people think they were real. This not only affects the name of an individual, Sam Heughan, but also brings down the honor of my family. I have carefully reviewed the original video and photos, and discussed it with Clara when she returned. It was all a misunderstanding stemming from a cunning photoshopping action. There was no such thing as a kiss. I respect Sam Heughan, an actor and philanthropist globally praised. I also believe he understands the situation. We have contacted his manager to coordinate verification. I share this story to let everyone understand, in the age of widespread AI, fake news can hurt people's lives. Please do not rush to conclusions. Thank you to everyone who believes in the truth, who has stood by us. This post quickly spread. Reputable newspapers such as Hollywood Reporter translated Tony's article, emphasizing, for the first time, the husband of the suspected party has spoken out, presented evidence. Sam Heughan, via social media, also posted a simple story. I would like to confirm, there was no kiss or private contact with Ms. McGill. All images circulating are false. Sam's post received hundreds of thousands of likes within a few hours. Consequences and lessons. After a week, the rumors mostly cooled down and were gradually seen as a media espionage in the AI era. Fan pages and bloggers reported on the root of the incident, behind-the-scenes footage, exaggerated bloggers, deepfake technology. Some postponed interviews with Clara to wait for confirmation. Tony and Clara received many encouraging messages. You did the right thing, trust the husband who loves his wife, we trust those who are telling the truth. Sam Heughan shared on Instagram story, I am very sorry that this incident has affected Mr. McGill's family. I did not know Clara before that unintentional event. I hope this incident will pass, so that Clara, Tony and the two daughters can live in peace. Tony, sitting down for his morning tea, chuckled. When I first got the news, I wanted to scream. I believe my wife. But I knew the truth wouldn't come with a scream. It would come with calm, with evidence. I just needed people to understand. We're living in an age where AI can turn any photo into a sophisticated trap. Scary, but not impossible. Reset. A few weeks later, Clara was working on a new design project, sketching costumes for a sustainable fashion exhibition. Tony took the kids to school. Life slowly returned to normal as if nothing had happened. They were all relieved. One weekend night, Tony said to Clara, "Do you want to go to the premiere of Sam Heughan's new film in Seattle with me? You said it was clear, and I wanted to go with you." Clara smiled, her eyes sparkling. "You're so surprised. But okay, we'll watch it together," calmly like two married couples, completely unafraid of kissing someone with eye. They held hands and walked into the cinema. On the big screen, the name Sam Heughan flashed in cosmic effect. Tony whispered softly, "You, the woman who taught me patience, overcame rumors and found the truth." Clara leaned on his shoulder, smiling. "All I need is you in my life." Life went on. The story of rumors, fake kisses and loving voices still echoed as a lesson. Sometimes, standing up to speak, calmly and clearly, can break the shadow of falsehood and let the light of truth shine.